to get cheated on by your husband is one thing. To get cheated on by your husband who works at DoorDash is another thing. To get cheated on your husband who works at DoorDash and is banging your mom on the DoorDash runs, that's unforgivable.
I don't even have words.
Because there's one woman, she was shocked to find out, her husband cheated on her, but he cheated with her mom.
Man, this article starts off so nasty. Mama said there'd be days like this.
That's wrong.
That's crazy. So an Idaho mom of two named Catherine claimed that her husband cheated on her with her own mother and revealed that it was her grandmother who told her about the affair.
Damn.
These
Granny
women,
don't lie.
these women are wilding out. So she posted multiple videos on TikTok, and basically, in the 3-part series of clips, she explained how this just occurred. She said there were a lot of red flags about her now ex-husband and her mother's illicit relationship, but she initially ignored them because she didn't want to believe what was happening. She just didn't believe that two people she really trusted like this would betray her. But the first odd thing that she noticed was how her husband and mom, they started greeting each other differently. Instead of just like an awkward hug, she started just wrapping her arms around her husband's neck. And then he would swing her around in a circle and say hello. He also started giving her foot rubs in front of her.
Bro, these red flags she ignored. She ignored her mom getting rubbed down by her husband right in front of her and him spinning her around like a ballerina. Come on, slapping her mom on the ass.
So she said that on Valentine's Day, just 2 days before she found out about the affair,
damn,
he bought flowers not only for her, his wife, but also for her mom.
Damn, that sounds like something you would do too, but not maliciously.
No, never malicious. I will say I've sent flowers to Natalie's house before, but it was like for the ladies in the house.
Yes.
But the biggest red flag was that on multiple occasions with multiple witnesses, the mom and ex-husband would say, if Catherine and her dad were ever to tragically pass away simultaneously, we would totally end up together. Why are they praying for both of them to die?
Bro, that's not a red flag. That's them just telling you what it is.
That's like, I want you to die so I can be... That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's a crazy hypothetical. I mean, they weren't even trying to hide it from these signals, but he, and the worst part about this is this man, he drove for DoorDash, and the way she found out, after her grandmother told her, she found out something was suspicious. She was tracking him on DoorDash and saw that he was not where he said he was. So she called him up. He wasn't picking up the phone. When he finally picked up, she heard a woman's voice in the back, and she was 99% sure it was her mom.
Oh, my God.
So she went over, confronted her sister about it, and, her sister confirmed that he picked up her mother to go door dashing with him earlier that day and allegedly asked her sister not to tell. She confronted them about this. They both denied it until the mom admitted it the next day. This is crazy. She says, that night I left with my daughters. My mother moved into the house with my husband. Oh my God. She moved in. She said they continued to play house until I served my husband with divorce papers that also stated I would be filing for 100% custody of our children. She claimed her husband eventually grew tired of her mom and kicked her out, but her dad accepted her cheating mom back to open arms. To this day, my parents act like the affair never happened. In their words, the affair never would have happened if Catherine wasn't such a horrible daughter and horrible wife. It's all Catherine's fault, it seems. This story was wild, man. To get cheated on by your husband is one thing. To get cheated on by your husband who works at DoorDash is another thing. To get cheated on your husband who works at DoorDash and is banging your mom on the DoorDash runs, that's unforgivable.
I don't even have words. I don't even have words. Who do you think is worse in this situation? The mom or the husband?
The mom. That's her daughter, man. She gave birth to this girl. You know, they have grandkids. These are the mother of her grandkids. She's betraying her husband, her family, everybody. She's an elder, and you gonna smash your son-in-law on his DoorDash run? That's embarrassing. It's definitely the mom. She moved into the house after the fact.
That's crazy. That's the craziest part. Like she went all the way in. She was ready to live with him.
Yeah, and the dad accepted her back with open arms. Yo, that mom got that bomb.
That's the thing. I would love to know what she looked like because she must be working with something crazy. She probably is like a young mom or a young grandma. I don't know, but that's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd be able to trust anybody after a situation like this. But the red flags were there. It seems like they were kind of out in the open with it.
Yeah, they really were. I mean, foot rubs, spinning her around in a hug is nuts.
That's what Usher did to Keke Palmer, and look what happened.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really crazy. I feel bad for the kids, though.
Yeah.
Because they're definitely going to hear about this story, and they're going to be disgusted by their dad, by their mom, by their grandma, by their grandpa. Like, they're going to hate that family.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad story. I mean, you know, I can't think of anyone. I never dated anyone with like a hot mom like that. Like, I mean, who I would think, oh, you know what I mean? I always see like people's mom as like, oh, like a mom. Like, but then I saw Ice Spice's mom, and I'm like, I don't know.
But it's also a little different. Ice Spice's mom is like 5 years older.
5 years older than who?
Than us.
No, she's not.
She's like 37.
She's 37?
Yeah.
Oh, Ice Spice is about to be 24. So she probably like at least 40.
All right, maybe 40.
I mean, unless she had a kid at 13.
Not old.
You're right. No, that's fair. You're right. She probably is a young mom because the grandmother is the one who called it out. So she's actually a great grandmother. So they probably, you know, runs in the family.
Damn. I feel bad for them. That's a nasty family, though.
Yeah.
Stay far, far away from them.
Yeah. I mean, the dad doesn't seem to mind. He's probably used to it. It's like, oh, she's off again. But what about the other sister? Do you think she should worry about the mom too, or was this husband just so irresistible?
I think that the other sister, she probably wants nothing to do with this family anymore.
Oh man.
It's just too messy. Like
But
that's
it's her
insane.
normal though. I mean, for them to be cool with all the extracurricular shit, yeah. Like, who's chilling with someone that's like, yeah, if she dies and your dad dies, we'll definitely be together. Multiple witnesses have heard them say that's just a regular thing. How? I don't know. Troy, did any of those red flags like stand out to you too?
Yeah, no, that one was wishing, like, and not wishing, but like fantasizing about the death. I'd be like, yeah, that's not okay. You know, rubbing her feet and stuff. That's just all stuff that make me very uncomfortable. And we have to talk about that.
Yeah, it's too much. You know,
Craziness.
You got to be appropriate. But this one man, he cheated on his wife one time in the drunken fling. He says, you know, this anonymous 32-year-old man shared that he recently caught his wife cheating back with another man. He didn't know what to do.
Oh man, he was snooping through her phone while she was taking a shower, and he saw the text.
Oh, man.
And they basically confirmed his suspicions. And he said that I felt so betrayed. He confronted her. They've been married for 5 years, and she claims that, or he claims that she just brushed it off. She said that her affair was fine because he did it first.
Wow. That's a wild justification. She's very bold. Do you think that she knew he'd find out? Because it sounds like she didn't really care at that point.
I don't know. But the weird thing is, so it seems like he had sex with somebody, and he calls it a drunken fling, 2 years into their marriage. So this is technically 3 years afterwards, and she still hasn't gotten over it. And she's, I guess, being spiteful and like, it doesn't matter if I cheat on you because you did it first.
Yeah, he said that she forgave him. They went to counseling over that.
Yeah.
But clearly she's very resentful. But she did, I think, they separated after this, and he was trying to reach out to her, and he finally managed to get a hold of her, and she basically told him it's over, and she no longer loves him. He says, I managed to track her location and find out who the person she's cheating on me with. And Dave, if you read this, fuck you. I honestly can't wait to get divorced now. Damn. Dave did him dirty.
That sucks. That really sucks. I mean, it's weird to me, though, that if she said she forgave him and they went to counseling and they moved on past this, 3 years later, it took her getting caught for her to be like, fine, we're getting divorced.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe she just wanted her get back. I mean, clearly she kept that in mind and held on to him doing it.
True.
Maybe that made her realize she just didn't love him.
And she fucked somebody that he knew.
Dave. Oh, man. But he's ready to get divorced now. Seems like, this was the closure he needed. But what do you think about revenge cheating? Like, if you got betrayed and someone cheated on you, would you feel the need to get them back? Or would them, feeling disgusted afterwards, like Tristan Thompson, be enough of a punishment for them?
No, I don't think I would feel the need to get them back, but I feel like if they cheated on me and I'm married and I find out like that, no, it's done.
Really?
It's done.
So you wouldn't be open to going to counseling the way that they did? I mean, it didn't work for them clearly. But.
I mean, I'm sure I would try, but I think I know myself enough at this point where I know that it would be done.
Really? I don't know. For me, like, I don't know how I would react in situations like that, especially if I'm married.
I think a big piece of it would depend on if there's kids too.
Yeah.
If there's, from this article, it doesn't seem like they have kids.
Yeah.
And I think that makes a big difference.
For sure. For sure. I mean, I would never want to cheat back.
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but at the same time, it does open the door.
I don't think so. Not if you go through counseling and get forgiveness. I don't think that door's open, unless someone's still feeling some type of way and they're really not being honest about forgiving the person. Yeah, I would never cheat back. I always cheat first.
Yo, you're being real open today.
I'm just talking shit.
Exactly.
No, I mean, you feel disgusted afterwards. That's punishment enough. It shouldn't be no back and forth. I would never want to be in a back and forth. First of all, like,
no, if it gets to that point, then she's right. It needs to be done.
Yeah,
it needs to be done. But yeah, this is. Somebody said file for divorce and better luck next time.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck to you, sir.
Don't get drunk.
Yeah, I don't know if he's being completely truthful on his side.
Yeah.
And especially he's, using alcohol as an excuse, which I feel like is a little bit lame.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Tristan Thompson maybe should give him some advice on how to move on.
Tristan Thompson can't give anybody advice, not in a relationship.
Oh, man. Better Dave than one of your parents, honestly. Like, that's awful. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
All the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.